Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The Great War with me, Albanian, and the Sublime Ottoman Empire. So I got a couple of things that I want to touch on today before we start the game again. So bear with me here because they're mostly related to some of the comments that you guys left on my videos. So first things first, we left off with the decision about the Albanian revolt aftermath. Now, I was kind of surprised because I misremembered this, and the concessions that the Ottomans gave the Albanians came in 1912 and not 1911. So in this case, the Gerge Memorandum is actually what was historical, and you guys also support this, so let's give them this. It's not like it's going to affect us in any major way anyway. Second of all, I actually wanted to address a question that was raised to me. If we can do something with this reset speed mouse of 49%, and the simple answer is no, we can't, because 40% of that comes from the difficulty itself, and additional 25% comes from crippling illiteracy. The illiteracy itself can be addressed, but there is a couple of focuses, some of them being outside, not crippling illiteracy. One of them is over here, but I think that one is, yes, that's connected to a part of the focus tree that we cannot even touch. So we would have to go with this one. It's exactly the same effect, giving you an extra research slot, and every once a year, effects of crippling illiteracy will decrease. But look at how far it is. There's no way we can get there in time to do, anything reasonable. So we'll get it eventually, but at that point it's probably not going to even matter anymore. While speaking about the focuses, there was also a suggestion that we do the Caliph and empowering the Sultan. The issue is that this takes a ton of time to get. We would need to do, that's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11, 12, 13. So about a year worth of work. We're gonna go after it because that's what we have discussed, but we have a little bit more pressing issues, which is the economy first, and then we want to get at least some of these military focuses, and maybe even some of the navy focuses, because those are a little bit more pressing. And then we're gonna go with empowering the Sultan. Though, again, like this, once we commit to this one, we need to go through them all. So we shall, but it's gonna take some time. Regarding my steps, you guys also support the notion that we need to get people who improve our political power gain, and I really think that Mustafa Kemal would be pretty good for this. We are going to go with who was the guy? Not you. There was another one. Was another one that wasn't supporting democracy, but it gave us a huge boost to stability. I forgot again, man. I recorded 2 days ago and I already forgot who the guy was. No, it wasn't you. Political power gain. It was a question of 2 of them. I forgot which one it was. Or was it you? No, it might have actually been him, because we were talking about plus 15% stability and what an effect it would have. Alright, so that would help with stability, but he would also subvert us a little bit by pushing forward democracy a little bit, but yeah, I think it's worth it. So we're gonna get him next in a couple of days. We're gonna go for him. And then last but not least, there has been you guys kept telling me over and over that the Italian invasion of Libya is actually easy to beat. And my reaction to that was always like, yeah, are you sure about that? Because, we're playing on the hardest difficulty. But there was actually one comment that explained it to me. from what he mentioned is that there is like a special event where Italy will just spawn some units and send them to Libya, and if we beat them off, we will win. Which is absolutely different from what I previously experienced during my playthroughs of the mod, where I have watched Ottomans fight off the Italians in Libya and then face a naval invasion into their core territory, usually in central Anatolia, which then, to taken most of the empire and basically forced some kind of horrifying peace treaty on the Ottomans. Usually it dragged on well into 1913, where the Balkan Wars started, and the Ottomans basically collapsed before the war even started. So if they changed it into a localized, scripted event where Italy just attacks our Libyan positions, then that is vastly different from my previous experiences. So I'm interested in seeing how it's going to go. I'm still not going to trust you on that, and I'm going to reposition my units along the coast so that we can actually fend off any attack that might come at us. But again, if it really is just a localized fight in Libya, then that is again much easier and much more doable than I expected it to be. So we'll see. Just so you understand where I was coming from, this was completely different experience from what you guys are expecting. So we'll see. Anyway, what we need to do because of that is we now have 10 army experience, and what I want to do is I want to duplicate this template, and we're gonna call this unit Air Topçu-Tümeni, which is a heavy artillery division, and that one is gonna have, instead of these, 2 howitzer units. Yeah, man, that's giving it a 26 combat width. That's not exactly what I was hoping for, but what if we change it like this? So that's 24, lowers defense, and even lowers breakthrough. Jesus. If we give you the... yeah, they are not good enough. But at least it's not worse. Because we only need these divisions. We will have 3 of them. What's the combat width in these areas? It's 70. Alright, so we can't even fit in 3 divisions at all. Same for you. Same for you. Okay, so then, you know what? We actually can do a little bit different thing here. We can just go with Air Topçu-Tümeni, and we're just gonna add 2 units of howitzers like this. That puts them at combat with 29, but it is actually a little bit more effective than what we want. Did I duplicate it? I need to make sure I duplicated it, because before I didn't, and that caused a lot of issues. So yes, we'll keep you as you are, and instead you're gonna get 2 units of howitzers. That's 48. And we'll need to give you a little bit of a different icon. Or do we want to? We had the helm there. And I like black eyes with their symbols. This one is a little bit bare bones. Where is even the helmet that we're using there? There used to be 2 helms, and now I don't even... What the hell is going on? Alright, well, let's give you this one. And save this. And we have you over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import... I'm going to import... Alright, cost and political power. We want... No, we're gonna wait for that guy first. And then we're gonna switch you guys. I'm going to start drilling them too. Alright, so the support division that we have here, these ones, are going to be... Actually, you're the first Kolordu and you're gonna be the second Kolordu. Or Kolordu. to pronounce it properly, because it's easy to say it's Kolordu, but it's Kolordu. Camouflage expert, I would really like you. Yes, you're gonna get the adaptable trait. And I would prefer if you guys could get something like attrition help, but you can't. You got the engineers though, right? Yes, we can get entrenched enough. Okay, industrial development is running high. And we were already speaking about this, but I would prefer to have you guys stop defending these places and go into area defense mode over here. We're gonna... Wait, what am I doing? You don't have enough for that, so guard the ports. And you guys can do the area defense over here. And who else do we have here? You guys. Alright, and I'm gonna put you on duty to protect these ones. I'm gonna protect the ports there. Do you have anything? Hillfighter, cavalry expert. Alright, it's not that important. But because you have a lot of troops, I think I might actually send... Because this is not gonna work out for us if we have to do it the way I want to, because we'll import either 100 or 200 artillery, heavy mortar pieces. So if you guys consume 48 per division, then we can add an additional one. I actually have 4 of you here. I'm just gonna send you over there, and that means I'm gonna... You guys don't have any kind of defense here. What are you doing? Oh, you don't have any organization, that's the issue. Alright, so stop whatever you're doing and get in here. Where are you? Okay, you need to get in here. And then in here. This one's gonna cost us a lot to train. Or train and get. So the industrial development is gonna be done very soon. Wait, where are we? Over here. And then we're gonna go with Hindia Barrage, which gives us a bonus for research in industry, that's good, and a civilian factor. And then we're gonna go straight up for state hydraulic works. And then we're gonna go with forming Turkish Petroleum Company and nationalizing key industries. I'll have to get these as well. And then these two are gonna be of utmost importance for us. Alright, so here comes the industrial development. Let's hope we can get an additional factory here, that would be great. Thank you very much for this gift. Now constructing Hindia Barrage. The Euphrates River gives us opportunities to construct renewable energy stations to use it to our advantage. Hindia Barrage, a barrage that was proposed to be constructed in Euphrates, will help us with producing electricity. Oh well. Did we? Yes, we did. Alright, so it's actually working pretty well. I really want to... We still have enough time here, so that's good. Machu Picchu uncovered. Machu Picchu, the grand estate of the Incan king Pachacuti, has been found. Last inhabited around 1550, it has rested nearly untouched by the world community until its rediscovery by American explorer Hiram Bingham. The Peruvian government is gleefully preparing for an influx of easily taxed tourists. As you do. As you always do. Alright, so you're still coming.
Emredersiniz efendim.
I would have really liked it if you took the rail, but fair enough, I stopped you myself from doing that. Look at that cute little train, carrying tanks and other supplies. Is it tanks? Oh, nice!
Hizalanın.
We finished another division. So let's put you on the second
Emrederinizi
colorado.
bekliyorum.
And for a little bit, we're not gonna train another one. No, actually we're gonna. There's no hurt in trying. And it's gonna put us deep in artillery depth. They do have enough equipment though, it's kinda surprising. And yeah, we'll need to add more factories to this one. I wish we could, I wish we really could, but at least the next factory that we're gonna get is gonna go straight up here. And the next one as well, because that's the only thing that we cannot really buy. Crisis brews in Morocco. Earlier this week, French colonial forces received... Hey! I nearly missed it. I was hoping to be so effective. Alright, so now our stability is 84%. We have additional reduction of consumer goods factories by 13.7%. We get political power gain plus 6%. Factory output, dockyard output both increased by 13.7%. And that means we are getting 0.63 per day of political power, which is about 0.7 if I'm calculating correctly. And if we went with Mustafa Kemal, we would get 0.10. So the difference is negligible, but we're also getting huge boost to factory output, dockyard output, and we might even have an extra factory here and there. No, we don't, but eventually we will. Let me see the international market. Is there anything that... Okay, we could buy basic infantry equipment. We don't want that. Crisis brews in Morocco. Earlier this week, French colonial forces received a plea for aid from the besieged Moroccan Sultan. French forces were more than obliged, and soon the rebels that had laid siege to Fez in an attempt to depose the Sultan had been scattered. Its reported fighting is still occurring in the rural areas near Marrakesh. However, the international community now fears what the German response to this shall be, with France moving to annex the region under the pretext of protecting European people. It is likely that the Kaiser will react to forces and attempt to assert his own gains in Morocco. No response has been made public yet from Spain, Germany or the UK, but it is without much doubt that this will spark a crisis. Europe watches and it waits. So for us now, we need to get 10 political power because we want... Actually, we need this truce. That's gonna cost us 70. We need how many days for 20? 10 days is 6.3. So we need about 40. Alright, is there anything that's gonna give us political power down this line? Not in any near future. Damn it. Damn it, that's not great. Bahrain. Alright, that's actually really bad. So if I want to get 30, it's 5 times 6 or 60 days? No, what am I? We get 6 per day. 0.6 per day. So in 10 days, it's 50 days. Alright. So we can get 1 shipment of howitzers, and then we have to dedicate everything, and we're gonna fall deep within political power depth. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Man, the math is harsh in this one. You have to really think about it. So we're pretty much limited to just 1 shipment at this point. That's not great. Why didn't you go? What stopped you? Did the fact that I put you on a ship actually stopped you? It's a little bit bizarre. Okay, 21% is now the needed one. Oh, and we finished excavation. Nice. Good. So integrated into construction, and you guys can go with the harbor process. That's additional boost. I don't think you need anything. That would be good, but the factory and dockyard output is a little bit more important. The harbor process is the main industrial procedure for the production of ammonia. Alright, so we get additional 15% here. So yeah, the production is starting to be a little bit more reasonable. I wouldn't say that it's decent, but it's reasonable. And the military factories that we're building here are actually going to be quicker, because these cost 7,200 and these cost 10,800. So, well, we've spent quite some time building this one. Construction speed. Alright, so we get about 50 per day. Alright, it's not that bad. And I'll get more. We're getting more right now. And hopefully even more very soon. So is my math mathing or is my math not mathing? I think it's mathing fairly well. So what I'll need to do now is I'll put you on a low equipment priority. And I'll put these guys on the air top to many to high priority. And we'll switch you guys, all of you, to this new template. And we're missing howitzers, towed artillery, and support equipment. That's fair. You get the artillery and the towed equipment, the artillery and the support equipment from our own stockpiles, but you're gonna get the howitzers from Germany. And we'll pay for it with 3% increase in goods. Alright, so 100 units are coming. Oh great! So Italy is actually preparing its attack already. Awesome. That makes me feel great. Alright, hold on. You guys are doing what? You have area defense here. I'm gonna put you like this and protect victory points and ports. You guys are over there, you guys are over here. And I think I'll change your orders as well to this. Ports and victory points. And you guys are over here. Just like this. Ports and coast. Alright. You guys moving, you guys move. Alright. You don't really have that much time as it turns out. So did you get... not that. It takes what, 20 days? 30 days? 26 days. Alright. And we might want to do it again. If we can. Because after that we're not gonna get anything for a long time, and you guys still need more, because we're gonna get on 100 So this one's coming. I'm considering actually stopping for a couple of days, just for the hell of it, and getting that extra boost for the purchase. It is awful to stop yourself from getting the political power you need, but in this case it really is something that speaks deeply to us. Come on guys, did you get any artillery pieces? No, not at all. Did you guys get any? No, not at all. So where the hell did they go? Did we have none? From division reinforcements. We need 46. We have 46. Did we? Did that division over here? No, they got it. So did this one, the new one, not have... No, it had. Well, I'm a little bit confused what's going on there then. It's a bit bizarre, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so we constructed the Hindia barrage, which gave us an additional factory. Alright, that's nice. Now we have 9 factories. Somehow that worked. And I do not want you to do that. Why the hell would I want you to do that? Confused noises, but... Alright, I guess makes sense. And do we stave off? I don't think we have to at this point, because we're gonna get the 10 very soon. And we still have 80 days, so we'll need to do it once we're done with that one. So let's get the... Let's get the Hindia barrage, which has been proven to us, because if I'm reading this correctly, that's gonna actually completely negate the effect of the debt administration, actually lower it significantly. So we'll get even lower. So awesome, let's get it. The state hydraulic works. Hindia barrage has proven to be a success. We can use the experience and expertise that we have gained from its construction and invest it into a newly to be formed state hydraulic works, which will find such projects in the future. So let's get that. That is a very decent thing. And let's just wait. That's still 16 more days. I think I'm going to end the episode here. We are relatively prepared. It's going to be really about the artillery pieces. Did you guys get this? Still didn't get what you needed, right? Well, you definitely got some manpower already. Because they start with 3k, yeah. So you are getting reinforced. It's... not like you're not getting what you need. And you get some supply and some artillery, so okay, you are being reinforced, just extremely slowly. But it's fine, I mean, as long as you keep getting what you need, we are fine. How's that cruiser coming along 20th of January? Well, what can we do? But the fact that you're going to be done in December is really good, because that means the second factory is going to be finished sometimes in the first, probably early Q2 in 1912, and at that point we're going to have 4 factories producing support equipment, which is something that we are missing and desperately need, because it's going to be needed for our recon units. And trust me, that's something that we really do want, at least on the attack divisions, for sure. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one, where we are probably going to face attack from Italy. Oh yeah, looking forward to that.